Working under the direction of the superconscious, the resurrection of the body would be accomplished. The superconscious mind is the department which fights man's battle and relieves him of burden. In order to impress the subconscious, active faith is always essential. Continually making believe impresses the subconscious. There is no peace or happiness for man until he has erased all fear from the subconscious. Fear is misdirected energy and must be redirected or transmuted into faith. Then do not avoid the people feared, be willing to meet them cheerfully, and they will either prove golden links in the chain of one's good or disappear harmoniously from one's pathway. In the twinkling of an eye, man's release will come when he realizes there is no power in evil. The material world will fade away, and the fourth dimensional world, the world of the wondrous, will swing into manifestation. And I saw a new heaven and a new earth, and there shall be no more death, neither sorrow nor crying, neither shall there be any more pain, for the former things are passed away. That love is a cosmic phenomenon, and opens to man the fourth dimensional world, the world of the wondrous. Real love is selfless and free from fear. It pours itself out upon the object of its affection, without demanding any return. Its joy is in the joy of giving. Love is God in manifestation, and the strongest magnetic force in the universe. Pure, unselfish love draws to itself its own. It does not need to seek or demand. Scarcely anyone has the faintest conception of real love. Man is selfish, tyrannical, or fearful in his affections, thereby losing the thing he loves. Jealousy is the worst enemy of love, for the imagination runs riot, seeing the loved one attracted to another, and invariably these fears objectify if they are not neutralized. There is nothing too great of accomplishment for the man who knows the power of his word, and who follows his intuitive leads. By the word he starts in action unseen forces and can rebuild his body or remold his affairs. Intuition is a spiritual faculty, and does not explain, but simply points the way. What man condemns in others, he attracts to himself. Indecision is a stumbling block in many a pathway. In order to overcome it, make the statement, repeatedly, I am always under direct inspiration. I make right decisions. Quickly. It is so much easier for the average person to have fear than faith. So faith is an effort of the will. There is for each man perfect self-expression. There is a place which he is to fill and no one else can fill. Something which he is to do, which no one else can do. It is his destiny. Perfect self-expression will never be labor, but of such absorbing interest that it will seem almost like play. Man goes through many births and deaths until he knows the truth which sets him free. Man manifests, on any plane, the sum total of his subconscious beliefs. The real man, spiritual man, is birthless and deathless. He never was born and has never died. As he was in the beginning, he is now, and ever shall be. Continually affirming establishes the belief in the subconscious. It would not be necessary to make an affirmation more than once if one had perfect faith. A man was spending the night in a farmhouse. The windows of the room had been nailed down, and in the middle of the night he felt suffocated and made his way in the dark to the window. He could not open it, so he smashed the pane with his fist, drew in draughts of fine fresh air, and had a wonderful night's sleep. The next morning, he found he had smashed the glass of a bookcase, and the window had remained closed during the whole night. He had supplied himself with oxygen, simply by his thought of oxygen. When a man can say, I desire only that which God desires for me, his false desires fade from the consciousness, and a new set of blueprints is given him by the master architect, the God within. God's plan for each man transcends the limitation of the reasoning mind, and is always the square of life, containing health, wealth, love, and perfect self-expression. Many a man is building for himself in imagination a bungalow when he should be building a palace. Man will reach the stage where his word is made flesh, or materialized, instantly. All power is given man to bring his heaven upon his earth, and this is the goal of the game of life. The simple rules are fearless faith, non-resistance, and love. Divine love floods my consciousness with health, and every cell in my body is filled with light.